It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
It's the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. Next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that were cellar dwellers a year ago, but as we've seen being around the league for a while, man, that can change one season to the next.
And how often do we see, Mike, a team that finished at the bottom of their division just a year later be the division champion? I'm not suggesting that it's easy or necessarily that these two teams are going to find themselves in that position. But the NFL is made up of a formula that says you don't have to stay long forever. If you make the right decisions, you can go from worst to first very quickly.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by the veteran, the one they call the Red Rifle. Dating back to his old days at TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
The man known around the league as the Red Rifle, and what an NFL career he's had up until this point, Mike. I mean, think back. At one point, he's the Pro Bowl quarterback routinely leading his team to the playoffs. Now, he's the experienced backup. He's bringing a lot of veteran presence to every locker room he finds himself, and one thing's for certain, when he gets a shot to play in the game, you could certainly do a lot worse than having him in your starting lineup.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
1st and 10. Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. Second down and 8. They'll motion over Thielen. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on time.
Still second down.
Tremble comes in motion. Dalton to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. They are obviously still smarting from that pick six a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Now Dalton. There's a short one caught by Sanders.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still second down.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. The motion man is Sanders. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. The motion man is Sanders. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short.
Still 3rd down.
So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Dalton. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. To the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He gets it to go. Panthers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Velus Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
The term generational talent, Mike, it gets thrown around, I feel a little bit too loosely these days, but you could argue if there's one guy worthy of that description, it's Williams. I mean, only time's going to tell how accurate it is, but when you watch him play, it becomes abundantly clear this guy has everything you want in a franchise quarterback. The arm talent's obvious, but it's the ability to make those off-script plays, right, in the midst of chaos that make him such an interesting prospect. You know what the best part is, though, Mike, really? We get a first-hand look to see exactly how he's developing over these next couple hours.
Now the former Eagle and Lion who's back in the NFC North, it's DeAndre Swift. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. The tackle there by Shy Tuttle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On first down, it's Swift. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And for the 2nd straight offseason, it's kind of hard to believe Mike Swift kind of finds himself in a new place every year. This time it's with Chicago. Just a year ago, over 1,000 yards rushing, and he's going to be looking to build off that last year's success.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And he's in. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Bears. Santos for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Man in motion, heading left. Now it's Dalton. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. Throwing, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Third down, 3 to go. To throw is Dalton. He's got his man complete to Johnson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right, and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
Here's Dalton. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it'll bring up second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They motion a receiver right. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on third and short.
Still third down.
So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll take it on in. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Carolina. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Jones now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. The veteran Keenan Allen and the rest of the Bears offense heading out to take over once again. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Here's first and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On fourth down, here's the rookie, the Aussie, fourth-round pick, Torrey Taylor, to punt for Chicago. Raheem Blackshear is set to return for the Panthers. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10. The motion man is Johnson. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Tremble comes in motion. He'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Over the middle, that's Komet. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That one on target to Moore. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. On the out, connecting with Allen.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown.
To the goal line and in. Roll Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes, and this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Dalton. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Dalton to throw. This one to the tight end, Tremble. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Dalton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Santos for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bears have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now it's Dalton. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now, fair catch is taken back inside the 40. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That is left side and taken in by Allen. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. So we hit halftime along the lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. In the first half, it was the rookie from USC, Caleb Williams, who was looking the part. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
The open man is Allen. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Throwing again, Williams. He's in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bears will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. To throw is Dalton. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Still 2nd down.
On the give, it's Hubbard. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 3rd and 10. The motion man is Johnson. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Dalton. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still 1st down.
They'll motion over Thielen. Here's Dalton. That's over the middle and caught by Leggett. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the air one more time. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple, right? I mean, everyone wants to complicate offensive football and make it super technical. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Panthers.
Eligible receiver downfield.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep.
And he will dive into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. Panthers back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter on the return, and he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll go play action here with Williams. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Clowney comes up with the big sack, and you can make an argument, Mike, that he's coming off his best season of his career. 9.5 sacks just a year ago. Now he's back home in the Carolinas, where he's already making his presence felt.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They will run it over center with Swift. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. This one taken in by Odunze. They needed 16. That's exactly what they got. By a whisker. Enough for a 1st down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the 2nd half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and a yard. Here comes Swift. They toss it right. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Gonna look deep, looking for more.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. Now Dalton. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's got his man complete to Johnson. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Carolina 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Dalton to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Leggett. Second and 7. The motion man is Sanders. Dalton. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
They'll send him over to the left. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now it's Dalton. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. Whoa! And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Here is 1st and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he will score. Game on. Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the number 1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, and the rest of the Chicago offense. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one complete to Leggett. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
To set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. The Panthers will take their first timeout. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. The motion man is Johnson. Throwing, Dalton. Catch made by Thielen. And the Panthers are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. That's 17 yards, and that's a 1st down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
They'll run with Hubbard. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
2nd down, goal to go. They'll motion over Thielen. Here's Dalton. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense and veteran Keenan Allen set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh my goodness, they were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Jackson.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where a rookie quarterback can kind of be baited into thinking something's open when it's really not. And these are the things that all coaches are just continuing to work through. Anytime you have a young signal caller, they haven't seen the reps. They don't have the experience. In this case, the defense plays this one to perfection, and it results in the big takeaway.
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Down to a knee, one more time. And that should just about do it. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Third and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.